with every storm and chaos, there's an opportunity. And are you attaching to the chaos, or are you attaching to the opportunity to serve in the chaos? Well, I don't know about you, but I choose where my attention goes because I know that's my most powerful tool. And I'm choosing to place my attention on the opportunity to serve, because with every big tower moment, with every big crash, there is a rising, baby. And this is our time to rise as the divine feminine. Mark my words. Hey you, Brooke Jean here with Brooke Jean Unperfected. I'm a licensed professional counselor, coach, mama, and your keep it real guide to the freedom that's available to you in a life unperfected. If you're a high-achieving, perfectionistic, often anxious woman feeling stuck, frozen, and maybe even downright frustrated, you're in the right place. If you're anything like me, you've done everything society told you to do that would promise you success. You've got the job, you've got the husband, you've got the car, you've got the vacations, you've got the 401k, and yet underneath it all, when you're really honest with yourself, you're deeply disconnected and unfulfilled. Here is where we talk about letting go of who you think you're supposed to be so that you can get busy creating a life that you actually love. Everything healing, revealing, and rising is on the table. And we don't hold anything back around here. So buckle up, babe, because you are entering a vortex of your most juicy transformation. One where we dethrone perfectionism so you can access more energy, creativity, and vitality. I am so happy and grateful that you are here. Hello, 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 my love. Welcome back to the Unperfected Pod. I'm Brooke Jean. I'm your host. I am the founder of the Unperfected movement, and I am so freaking happy and grateful that you are here. You guys, we have so much to talk about. I am 100% turned on, turned up, fully embodied in my alignment. And so I cannot wait to share this message with you. I just got back from the advanced energetics training with the one, the only Samantha Skelly. If you don't know Sam Skelly, I think she's at Samantha Skelly on Instagram. She is my coach. She's my mentor. I am in her life mastermind. We recorded a podcast together. She is a force in the universe. She's created Pause Breathwork, which is the biggest breathwork facilitator program in the world. She is a dynamite energy, and not only does she certify people to become Pause breathwork facilitators, she also created a somatic coaching program, and she has the life mastermind, and she hosts this thing called Advanced Energetics. So y'all, I have not done her breathwork. I have not done her coaching. I'm just in her mastermind. And for some reason, because I listen to my body, because I listen to my intuition, because I allow myself to be guided by what's highest and best, not only for me, but for you and for all, I secured a seat in this training. I had no idea what the heck it was. I had no idea what the curriculum was going to be. I just felt called. And I knew if it's Sam's, like, it's going to be freaking baller, right? The people that she attracts are extraordinary. Shout out to my life mastermind girlies. Shout out to every single one that I met at Advanced Energetics. Shout out to everyone that I've met through Sam's world. Like, she attracts real, incredible human beings. And then I also knew that Raina was going to be one of the teachers there. And Raina, don't even get me started about Raina. Raina is one of the best spiritual teachers in the world. So let me just put Raina in the light that she deserves to be in. If you are trauma informed, you learn something from Dr. Peter Levine's work. Okay. Do you know Dr. Peter Levine? So he is one of the founding fathers of trauma work. Okay. We learned all his work when I got my graduate degree in counseling psychology. I've read his books. Like, he's the daddy, right, of trauma informed. Raina is his spiritual teacher. Raina is his energetic guide and teacher. Okay. So we don't need to share that with everybody. Let's keep that private. But this is the level of mastery that I got to immerse myself in for a week. And I still don't have all of the words for what happened there. And I am actually going to record a separate podcast with some of the teachings because they're so deep and they're so profound. And I'm still integrating it and I'm still stepping into it in my body. But what I will tell you is we are so much effing bigger than we realize we are. And every single thing that I have been through in my life, not just in my lifetime, but in the lifetimes that came before me, set me up for what I'm about to share with you today. My mission, my movement, and how it's going to help a lot of women during this lifetime. So what I will tell you about that experience is I remembered who the F I am, baby. And who I am is a woman who is wild and free and has a massive imprint that she's going to leave on this planet where she helps women wake up to their authentic power and potential, where I help women heal so they can reveal the truth of who they are, so they can rise into their missions and their purposes and their callings, and we can lead and we can create from the cleanest energy of all time. And it's in that space that we will solve the world's problems. It's in that space that we will raise the consciousness of this planet. Are you with me? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? I wish I had like, woo, like background noises. So I remembered who I am. I remembered why I'm here. And I gathered all sorts of beautiful tools to connect deep to the earth and all the way up to the divine and be the channel and the conduit between the two so that I can be an expression that ignites your expression. And because of that, I have come back and I have woven some of these teachings and ways of being into my life, into my marriage, into my parenthood, into my work. And I feel effing alive. I have been abundant since I got back. And I've been seeing clients and opportunities and leading call and leading my mastermind, and more things are dropping in. And what used to overwhelm me is now igniting me, is now exciting me because I'm using these tools. So I almost feel like this advanced energetic training was a piece that I was going to need in order to lead the next leg of my movement and my mission of helping women remember that life is better unperfected. So let's effing go, queens. Success gets to be fun. Business gets to be playful. We get to do things in the way that we are designed and lit up. So I had become a little too serious about business. I had become a little too controlling about outcomes. I had been like contracting my energy. And what I'm doing now is instead of contracting, I'm expanding. And I'm spending time throughout my day connecting deep to the earth and my root and who I am and why I'm here. And I'm letting that inform my sacral, which gets my desire online. And I'm letting that wake up my solar and open my heart, which gets my devotion online. And then that comes up through my throat and up through my head and connects me to the divine of my own understanding. And from that rooted and grounded, highlight grounded place, shit's about to blast off, baby. So y'all know my word for this year was infinity, which really represents an energy of the better it gets, the better it gets. Like the compound effect, like everything that we've been through, everything that we've learned, everything that we've discovered gets to build upon the next thing. And then you hit a tipping point at some point where it's just now in the well of full freaking abundance. And I'm already feeling abundant, which I know is going to breed more abundance. And everything is energy, baby. So this is a teaching for you. When I connect to my wholeness, when I connect to myself and I remember who I am and I know that it's enough and I know that it's a miracle, from there, I get to create. We do not create from a place of lack where I'm not enough and I need to do more and I need to learn more and I need to be better and I need more confidence. No, you don't, queen. Stop it right now. You're enough. You have what it takes. Let's go. So it's from this energetic of enoughness that we get to create infinite more enoughness, more abundance, more opportunity, more visibility, more play, more joy, more pleasure. Are you with me in this energetic buildup? Whoo! It gets to be so good. So much more on that another time. But advanced energetics reminded me that I am more than capable of this huge ass mission. And now I know why. So I have started talking to you guys just a little bit about this thing called social goats. Let's get into it, baby. Social goats is the next YouTube, you guys. Mark my words. Mark my words, okay? It is a social platform. It is a blend of like TikTok meets Masterclass or Mind Valley, right? Those personal development platforms meets a Patreon community building platform. So Social Goats is a personal development, but it's gonna grow to be more than that. But to start, it's personal development, and it is a platform for conscious creators with a mission to raise the consciousness of the frickin' planet. Okay, so these two extraordinary beings, Chris Miller and Mike Popovich, came together. They've already had like otherworldly success in their careers. So this is really just legacy project, legacy work, where they're wanting to bring like the teaching and the live training, which we're about to see a massive boom. Even though the world is on fire, even though everyone's scared of the economy, you're going to see a boom in content creation. You're going to see a boom in live selling. You're going to see a boom in live coaching, teaching, and reskilling. And we're going to start to teach and learn skills that actually effing matter, like emotional intelligence, like energy and frequency. Okay. And so there's a boom that's about to hit that we're over here paying attention to how the economy is going to shit. I don't want you guys paying attention to that. Yes, that's real. You get to feel your feelings. You get to feel your emotions. You ride those waves. And here's what I want you to put your attention on. With every storm and chaos, there's an opportunity. And are you attaching to the chaos, or are you attaching to the opportunity to serve in the chaos? Well, I don't know about you, but I choose where my attention goes because I know that's my most powerful tool. And I'm choosing to place my attention on the opportunity to serve, because with every big tower moment, with every big crash, there is a rising, baby. And this is our time to rise as the divine feminine. Mark my words. But what do we need? We need rootedness and groundedness as women so we can hold ourselves, our energy, our power, our gifts through the storm. And so we can remember what that gift is and we can share it in the world. And so Social Goats is going to be a platform for me to share my gifts with the world to help raise the consciousness of the planet. But there's an opportunity for you too, babe. So first of all, this thing hasn't even launched yet. We are in pre mode. They are carefully curating the content, and they are looking for conscious creators that fit into these three categories: healthy mind, body, and spirit, healthy relationships, and wealth and abundance, AKA money. And somehow, some way, I have been invited to this table from the ground level and get to be an original content creator there. And it is by the grace of God, it is by the grace of the universe that this opportunity has fallen in my lap. I did not go looking for it. It found me and brought me in. And all I had to do was read the energetics of it and go, yes, tell me more. Yes, next thing I know, I'm like learning more about it. Yes, next thing I know, I'm meeting Chris and Mike. Yes, next thing I know, I'm on their live stream and they're like talking to me about it. Yes, next thing I know, I'm just planting seeds and I already have people that are like, let's effing go. So there's an opportunity here that is massive if you're a conscious creator, because their original goal was to have 1 million subscribers within the first year. So this is a membership-based platform. It's not free. You pay $25 a month to get all the content. So I'm going to be creating private podcast for Social Goats. I wanted to create a membership for you guys because what I noticed in my business model is, you know, there's people that are in my party on Instagram. There's people that are here on the podcast in my party. And then it's like, well, where did we get to go to be in that world, to be in the energy, to learn more from Brooke, to like get more attention, to get more love, to get more coaching, to get more training? Where do we go? And then there's like my programs and my mastermind and then my one-to-one. And what about the people that are wanting to dab their toe? What about the people that want a price point that's accessible? So I was working on creating a membership for you guys where I would show up once a month and do a private teaching in a Zoom, like on energy, frequency, dance, nervous system regulation, expanding your awareness, strengthening your intuition, how to use energy to solve problems, like tapping into creativity, vitality, all the things that I'm passionate about. And I was like, behind the scenes, I was trying to figure out, how do I do this? Where do I build it? And then Social Goats fell into my lap. So for $25 a month, people will be able to access all my content, my private podcasts, my membership, my masterclasses, my teachings, my trainings, everything, and every other conscious creator and influencer on the platform. But here's where it gets really juicy, guys. Is for an extra $4.95. So for $35, you can be a member and an affiliate. So there's a massive affiliate opportunity here. Okay. So a lot of the ways that people are going viral are they're using an affiliate program. So Drake just released an album. It went viral because he had affiliates, which is just people that want to share his music because they love it. So not only do Social Goats want to raise the consciousness of the planet, but they want to decentralize influence and talent so everyone has a new opportunity to get their gifts seen and an opportunity to make money. So as part of the economy feels like it's like taking a shit, there's going to be a lot of people that are misplaced in the work field. They want to provide an opportunity for people like my parents, people like you, people like your sister, anybody who just likes Brooke Jean's content or likes so-and-so's content. If they share it, they can make money. And so like Mike's personal mission is to create 1 million millionaires by helping raise the consciousness of the planet, right? And Chris, who like was a professional rugby player and, you know, he's a very successful marketing entrepreneur, his personal is like, I want to decentralize talent. Like his belief is we have yet to see the most talented people, whether it's an athlete or a comedian or a coach like me, because of privilege. So like they found my content and they're like, why is this queen not getting paid by YouTube? Why is she not getting paid by Instagram? Why is she not gone viral on viral? Because those platforms don't want us to go viral. They keep changing the algorithm. So we won't because they don't want to pay out. So here's one of the cool things that I'm obsessed with about Social Goats. They are the only platform that is going to take 50% of the earnings and put it back into the creators, the affiliates, and the members. No other platform is even coming anywhere near that commitment. Why? Because the dudes don't need this to get rich, honestly. They're already wealthy. And they believe, so their backbone of all of this is abundance breeds abundance. So they're like, when you're in the service of the higher good, there's no way that we're not going to get wealth from that. And so they're like, we could easily put 50% in because we want other people to get wealthy while growing their awareness, while learning about abundance, while learning how to take care of mind, body, and spirit, while making their relationships better and richer and longer. Like we know we're going to be successful because we're doing the right thing for humanity. That is the premise of this thing. But 50% is coming back into the creators, the affiliates, and the members. Nothing else is going to come anywhere near touching that. So they're basically wanting to give a community and an audience to little creators like me that have been out here hustling for years for 2,000, people in my Instagram party. And it's like, anyways, so their goal was going to be 1 million members in the first year because they literally want to compete with YouTube. Okay. Those of us that like competition, like we want to take out YouTube. So if you can imagine, if you had an opportunity to get in on YouTube before YouTube was a thing at the beginning of the wave, and you would have had like money in that, would you have wanted to? That is a resounding fuck yes. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do. you say yes to an opportunity like this when you get in at the bottom, because there's no way to not be successful when you get in at the ground level, point blank, period. So their original goal was to have a million members in the first year. So if you can imagine a little precious content creator like me, I get to just show up and have a million people or whatever, it's not like every single person's going to get to see my thing, but I get to have a lot more eyeballs to see my work and to join my community versus keeping hustling over here on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram and not getting anywhere. P.S. Meta is getting fucking gross. Mike Zuckerberg can suck my left, you know what. So I'm already starting to back, like, in my mind, like, I'm going to promote Social Goats on Facebook and TikTok and Instagram. And then once we're like flying high over here, I'm going to back off those because I don't believe in what Mark Zuckerberg stands for and what he's doing. He literally was quoted recently saying that, like, he said that diversity in women have basically are breaking corporate structures, which is a problem. No, bitch, that's the point. We are showing up and we're breaking these structures because they were not designed to make us successful. They were not designed to help us fit. They're taking away our rights like every single day, not to get political, but like working moms, our rights are just boom, boom, boom going away in the corporate structure. So instead of crying about that, we're going to create new structures that we can thrive as women, as daughters, as mothers, and we can bring our kids and our families into our creations and we can get fucking wealthy doing it. So bye, Mark Zuckerberg. Hello, Social Goats. Okay. Where was I going with that? I wish you have to watch me on this. Like, my hands are just going because I'm in the vibes. I'm in the vibes. I'm in the vibes. Okay. A million new people. Okay. So there, I found it. So their original goal was 1 million subscribers in the first year. Well, based on the influencers that they already have signing on that are going to bring their platform, right? The people that are excited about this opportunity. So they're going and connecting with some of the best health influencers in the world, some of the best coaches in the world, some of the best, all the things. Now their big goal is 1 million subscribers in the first 90 to 100 days. So if you can imagine how fast this fire, once we turn the lights on, is going to grow, it's next level. So the mission of Social Goats is to raise the consciousness of the planet through this social media and content creation platform, and to ride what is going to be a massive boom in the workforce and in the economy, which is around content creation, live selling, live teaching, reskilling. And then how that fits into the unperfected mission is that I'm leading a movement where I help women rise. And so now I'm going to have a platform to share my unperfected message with a lot of new eyeballs that haven't seen my work before. Now I'm going to create content that people can have access to that helps them heal, reveal, and rise. I'm going to be creating all sorts of things, guided visualizations, live dance parties, my coachings, my teachings, because I need women to wake the heck up, take off their mask, take off their perfecting, take off their people pleasing, take off their codependence, remember their effing power, and let's ride dirty all the way to the promised land. What is the promised land? Freedom. The promised land is feeling free of the confines of our conditioning that tell us we need to be a certain way, we need to sound a certain way, we need to mother a certain way. F all that. Here is where we remember that we are animals. We were born wild and free. We're supposed to receive, rest, and create. Receive, rest, and create. We were meant to be in sisterhood and community. We were meant to dance. We were meant to cry. I've remembered. And now I get to build a community on Social Goats where we remember and wake up together. And from that place, we create the family we want. We create the systems we want. We create the businesses we want. We create the teams we want. And I'm going to say this here. Nothing makes my nips more hard than a bitch getting rich. And you can quote me on that. And here's why. Because money in the hands of highly conscious, heart-led, soul-open women is good for the world. Money equals power, and we haven't had it. We've been shamed about money. We've been shamed about our power. We've been shamed about, do you know that, like, our womb is literally the direct connection to the divine? And so it's not a secret to me that it's not like a coinkydink that we've been shamed. So we put walls on our womb and we put borders and like armor on what is our divine access to infinite creation. No, 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 no. Like, go ahead and spread them with me now, baby. We are opening up. We are connecting to our sources of power. We are connecting to the infinite creation. And from there, we get to do what we do and build what we build. And wealth gets to come to us as we share our gifts, because as I want to help people heal, as I want to help people step into who they are, as I want to help women rise, is there abundance coming to me for that? Abso-effing-lutely. And what do I do with that abundance? I serve my family. I serve my parents. I free the people that I love. I pour it back into my business. I help my team get wealthy. I help my community get wealthy. And I put my money into things and causes that matter to me. Like, we don't hoard our money, do we? Okay. All we have to do is look at our freaking what we spent last month to see that women don't hoard money. We give it back. We spend it. It goes back into the system. So for me, Social Goats is an opportunity to connect with more women, to help them wake up and rise. It's an opportunity for me to share my gifts so they can help others, so that, when mother heals, the world is all right. And that is my legacy. That is how I get to raise the consciousness of the planet. How I get to raise the frequency of the world is one mother, one woman at a time. And now I get to serve more and more and more. And the better it gets, the better it gets, the better it gets. Okay. Whoo! So I wanted to break down a couple financial examples for you. So, number one, you don't have to be a content creator to join Social Goats. You can just roll affiliate. If you're like, Brooke, I like your content, but I don't want to create shit. No problem. You don't need to create shit. You can share the platform. So let me give you just 3 examples that are easy to remember so you can share it. You can integrate it. You can write it down. You can share it. If you get 10 people to sign on to Social Goats under your affiliate tree, okay? So you bring 10 affiliates to the platform, and those 10 each bring 10. That's $1,700 a month. If you bring 20 people to the platform, 20 affiliates, and they bring 20 affiliates each, guys, that's $10,500 a month. This is my personal first goal, is 30-30. If you bring 30 people in, who each bring 30 people in, that's $32,500 a month. So let me ask you this. How many of you have shared my podcast with someone? How many of you have shared someone's reel? How many of you have shared someone's Substack? How many of you have shared someone's vlog or blog or Here, if you share the work, which we're not selling a product, we're selling personal development. We're selling conscious creation, right? So if you're someone who already is in the personal development world and you love sharing that, you share it with 10 people and they share it with 10 people, you're getting an extra $1,700 a month while you grow. But here's what got me really excited, guys, is so my first goal is 30-30 because I've already hit the 10-10 and we haven't even launched yet. So my first goal is 30-30. Okay, so this is not like a true MLM. And I don't have any problems with MLM. I don't have shame around MLM. Listen, a woman rising is a woman rising, and I don't give a shit how she does it. So let's stop shaming each other on how we make money. First of all, let's stop shaming each other on how we parent. Second of all, okay? When one woman rises, the tide rises. Do you understand me? So I don't have any shame or problems or anything against an MLM, but this is not an MLM, okay? It's a 3-tiered affiliate program. Who you share it with is your tier 1, and who they share it with is a tier 2. And if you hit 10, you qualify for an influencer bonus. And that's all in this estimator and calculator that is available on socialgoats.com. Okay. And then there's a separate affiliate not affiliate. It's for creators. So like if you're an influencer, you're going to get a whole nother affiliate tree for bringing over your platform. If you're the person that brought the influencer, you get to collect money having brought them in. If you're a creator and you start going viral, which is like, how will you not go viral when you're there from the beginning? Then you get money on that. So you can make money from your creators, you can make money for bringing influencers, and you can make money from the affiliate. And I want to add up all those benefits, baby. So I'm not even attached to the numbers whatsoever because that's not my energy. My energy is even bigger than the numbers, is like, how many millions of women can I like bring together to heal and to dance and to let things go and to move our bodies and to like step into our power? How many women can I help? And I just know money is a byproduct of who I become in that process. Money is a byproduct of how many women I get to serve. Money is a byproduct by how much I show up to remind women of what's possible for them. So I'm excited about the 30-30 just because I like a little mini goal, but I know it's like well beyond that. And then that money gets to feed my business, which gets to make everything I do at unPerfected that much more potent, right? We get to hire more therapists. I get to train them better. I get to take them to places and like treat them like the effing royalty that my team is. I get to make our website better, our branding better, our back of the house better, our, EHR system better. I get to then get to go places and create even more potent online coaching programs and retreats and VIP experiences. Like I get to get better podcasting equipment and content creation equipment. Like I get to retire my parents and my husband's parents, and I get to travel, and my family gets to come with me, and we get to like donate to things, and we get to eat. Are you guys with me? So what else do I want to say about this? Y'all, I'm not going to sell you on this. If you're feeling a holy shit, then you know this is for you. I am not pushing this down anyone's throat. I don't have the energy for that. I've already been planting seeds, and the ones that get it are like, get me on your team now. Okay. Which is how I already have the 10. I haven't even started promoting it. This podcast, which will release next Monday, will be the first time I actually start talking about it a lot online. But here's your next steps. Number 1, Social Goats has a live stream every Wednesday night on YouTube at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, where Chris and Mike and Maddie are generously like bringing us along with them as they build this business. And I went back and I watched every single live stream from the beginning because there's so much to be learned just by watching a startup of this magnitude. And Chris is hilarious and Mike is deep, and your girl was actually on the live stream. I can't remember which episode it is, but we'll link it in the show notes. I was actually invited to the live stream before I even like fully understood the magnitude of this opportunity. So the live stream happens every Wednesday, where you're going to get updates and you're going to get to see like how we're building the rocket ship as we're building it. We're about 45 to 60 days out from launch. If you're like, oh my God, Brooke, I already want in, my affiliate link is going to be dropped in the show notes. Once you get signed up under me, you're going to get your affiliate link. Then you can share your affiliate link with people. You'll also immediately get access to your landing page in the back of the house, which has all the Social Goats like videos and marketing materials and the estimator. You definitely want to download the Social Goats estimator. You can get that just from the generic, their main landing page, socialgoats.com. You don't have to be an affiliate to access that. Play around with those numbers. And if that doesn't make your nips hard, I don't know what does. And then I'm actually going to start hosting Sunday night coaching calls for my team and their team of affiliates, because I have so many ideas and strategies, and I want to coach you, number 1, in your energy to be ready to create and receive wealth. I want to coach you on how to maximize an opportunity like this. I want to coach you to handle money coming in, eyeballs coming on you. I want to coach you how to position yourself. I want to look at your business and be like, ooh, here's how you can leverage this opportunity. So my team and their team is going to get coaching from me. The call is going to be called Brooke's Goats Win, or Brooke's Social Goats Win, on Sunday nights. Okay. So that's going to be when you hear this podcast. It's going to launch this Sunday. It's already happening. We've got the Zoom link in the show notes. You can follow along on my Instagram at Brooke Jean unPerfected to learn more. What else do I want to say? Social Goats also hosts live Q&As on Tuesday and Thursday nights at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. The Zoom link is socialgoats.live. Okay, here's what I want to leave you with. I want to leave you with how this opportunity fell in my lap, because it's 100% orchestrated by the universe, by the divine order. It's completely kismet. I didn't go looking for this. It found me. So y'all remember Ashley Douglas. Okay. Ashley Douglas used to be the head of marketing for a global construction company. And one of her sales directors was a coaching client of mine. And I won't use her name because I don't have her permission, but if she's listening, shout out to you, boo, because you're just extraordinary. And I'm so glad you're in my world. And thank you for connecting me to Ashley. So anyways, my coaching client is going to host a retreat for their clients. So in other words, Ashley. So I had heard about Ashley through my coaching client. I had heard that she was the best boss ever. I had heard that she held so much responsibility with grace. I had heard that she was like a corporate badass, but she was a mindfulness queen too. And like, she was really grounded and rooted and spiritual and all these things. So I'd heard all these amazing things about Ashley before I'd ever met her. So my client brings me in and is like, can you and Megan like facilitate transformation at this retreat for our clients? And P.S. there's another client of mine and her company was also in on this. So it was like two of my clients brought their companies together and they were hosting a glamping retreat for their clients. And they asked me and Megan and the unPerfected team to come in and facilitate. And we said a resounding fuck yes, because why not? So Megan and I show up to facilitate this glamping retreat. And that's where I meet Ashley. I knew within seconds there was something special about her. And my energy was connected to her energy. And there was one other queen there that my energy knew. Okay. And back then, this was years ago, guys. Like, I was just in a different place years ago. Was I waking up? Was I expanding? Was I more conscious? Yes. But like, I didn't listen to my intuition as much as I do now. I didn't know how spiritually connected and gifted I was back then as I do now. So like I felt this like connection to Ashley, but I had no idea what it meant. And so I didn't even like explore it. So we go through the retreat, it's bombask.com. And then Ashley and I literally never speak again. We don't even connect on Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn. We're not in the same circle. We're not in the same group. We don't stay connected. This is years ago. This is probably 3 years ago. So about 2 months ago, I'm like in my office and I've got my music on and my windows open and I'm in creation mode where I'm like dancing and connecting. And I'm like, what businesses do I want to partner with to bring unperfected services to? Like, so we go into businesses and we bring mental health teachings and coachings and somatic teaching and coaching and energy teaching and coaching and leadership teaching and coaching. And you guys know that I work with companies. That's always been like one of the arms of the unperfected business and brand. And so I was like, all right, universe, like guides, whoever, like who should I be connecting with to bring services to the world? And in drops Ashley. And I had known that my client had left the company she was with. And I'd also known that Ashley had left the company she was with. And so I was like, oh, that's so interesting. Like, I don't even know where Ashley's gone, but I'm sure she's gone somewhere and she's making an impact, because when you're at that level, you get to just go to whatever company you want and kick ass. And so I was like, I should totally reach out to her and find out where she's at now. And then I can pitch unperfected services. So when I tell you, this is giving me the goosebumps all over again, you guys. When I tell you that the next day I see a picture of her and another woman I'm connected to on Instagram. And this other woman I'm connected to, I did work with one of the companies she was with, and then she's gone to another company, and I had just done a bunch of mentoring, the mentors coaching for their leaders. So I knew this woman through the work that I do with companies. And I see that she's in a picture with Ashley. And I'm like, what the frick? Like, how do these queens know each other? And so I'm like, I reach out to this queen. I'm like, hey, queen. I'm like, how do you know Ashley? That's so random. No. The next day, I see that Ashley has peeped my profile on LinkedIn, guys. What? Okay, so this queen that I reached out to on Instagram had not reached out to Ashley. Okay, so from where Ashley's at, she has not connected with me in years. She has not seen me in years. There is no connection. There's no talking about me. There is no nothing. And I see that she has peeped my profile on LinkedIn. And I immediately got goosebumps. And I was like, oh my God, she is in my field, my like energy field. Like I'm feeling her, she's feeling me. This is effing bizarre. So the day after that, she sends me a private message on LinkedIn and she's like, Brooke Jean, I don't know if you remember me. I'm like, oh, bitch, I remember you. She's like, I don't know if you remember me. And I don't mean to weird you out because you like know me from the corporate space, but I'm actually a psychic medium. And your spirit guides, your team is coming in loud and proud with a message for you. And so I don't know if you were open to that, but you've been circling my field and you've been on my mind. And I just wanted to reach out. Done, done, done. Okay, so first of all, she is the sixth, count them, the sixth person who is connected spiritually and energetically, who has labeled my spirit squad loud and proud. So when she said loud and proud, I knew it was real. I knew it wasn't bullshit. And not that I would even think it's bullshit because that's not my style. I believe in that shit. Okay. I believe in God and I believe in spirit squads. I believe in God and I believe in energy. Like they're all the same fucking thing, guys. Okay. And I know because I feel spirit and I've been connected to spirit for a long time. So when she says your spirit guides are loud and proud, I'm like, holy shit. So I said, I'm open, girl. First of all, holy shit, I didn't realize you were gifted. Like, now I know why I was connected to you energetically within an instant when we met years ago. But I didn't know then what it meant now. So she sends me this message and it's poignant, y'all. It's like you gave something up recently and we are rooting for you, which is the alcohol thing. And it's like you are stepping into your power. You're remembering things are about to get wild. Make sure that you ground yourself. Like it's all this stuff that is like specific to exactly what I'm going through. So then I'm like, thank you so much, Ashley. Like it feels so good to know that my spirit squad is always with me. And I've been knowing that and I've been talking to them and I've been thanking them, but this affirmation couldn't come at a better time. So then she says, I'm feeling really called to get together and have coffee. And like, I want to know more about you and your story and your work. Like, what exactly do you do? So we go and have coffee in Denver at this gorgeous shop called Hello Darling. If you haven't been there, you need to go. It's like coffee and cocktails and food and it's just vibes. I love it. So she doesn't even know my work, guys. She only knows my work of like what we did at the retreat. She's not following me on Instagram. She's not listening to my podcast. She doesn't know my mission. She doesn't know my message, nothing. But she's feeling intuitively guided to keep connecting with me by spirit. So we get together and we start telling our stories and I start telling her my mission and I start telling her what's up and I'm telling her like something big is really coming for me. And because of that, like I've quit all these bad habits that I had that were sabotaging me and blah, blah, blah. And like, I see the lights turn on in her where she connects from the guidance of spirit that I'm supposed to be involved in this social goats thing from the ground up. So she goes, oh my God, I didn't realize until this very moment that the reason that you've been circling my field and I've been circling yours is because I need to tell you about this thing. And if you know Ashley, she's so chill. So I actually have a podcast recording where she gave me a live reading, a live mediumship reading. And that's on the podcast with Ashley Douglas. So make sure you listen to that show. And she goes, oh my God, Brooke, I got to tell you something. She's like, so there's this thing that's happening. It's a new like social media. I've known Mike Popovich for like decades. He's someone who's always been a spiritual guide and teacher for me and always made a seat for me at his table. And we're like creating this thing for conscious creators. And I'm an investor. And yeah, you should like check it out. She says it like it's no fucking biggie, you guys. Like it's like, oh my God, I love her so much. And this is totally like, she's just like, she just knows it's going to be successful. So she doesn't need to like sell it. So anyways, I'm like, yeah, I'll hear more about it. And she's like, so we have these live streams and we have these Q&As and I want to connect you with Mike Popovich. I'm like, cool. So she connects me with Mike Popovich and we have a Zoom. I still don't fully understand what the hell's going on. I'm literally walking through doors saying yes because it feels right in my body. And then the next thing I know, she's like, they've really like dug deep on your work and they want to bring you on the live stream so at this point, Ashley has gone to them and said, Spirit is telling me that Brooke is a thing here. And Mike Popovich is fully like leveraging her intuition to help grow this company. You tell me what kind of man in business that is wildly successful, that is spiritual, okay, that is literally openly leaning on a woman and her intuition to guide the organization that he's growing. So that to me is a green flag. Hello. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. You get it. You get it. Okay. And so Mike is bought in just energetically and intuitively that for some reason I'm supposed to be here. I'm not even bought in at this point, guys. I don't even understand what the fuck is happening. I'm just saying yes. And I'm starting to familiarize myself with what is going on. And I'm starting to watch the live streams and I'm asking questions. And now I'm having coffee with Ashley and I'm like, tell me more. Next thing I know, I'm on the live stream with Chris and Mike and Ashley and Maddie and their families. And I get to meet everyone and I get to read the energies of these humans. And I can tell right away, there's beauty here. There's sustenance here. And like, if you meet Chris Miller, he's like a 6'6" beefy dude who's a bro. And so it's so funny because when I first saw him, I was like, that's a no for me. Like, Brooke Jean doesn't F around with those kinds of dudes because I have to put them in their place and they don't like that. And then it's weird. The second I met this guy, the second I was in his energy, first of all, he gave me the biggest bear hug and he looks me in the eyes and he goes, oof, you're a big energy, babe. And I was like, fuck yeah, I am. And then I met his wife, Gina, and she's fucking incredible. And then I met Mike's wife, Barb. He calls her his girlfriend because she's like, they've been together like 50 years and they have 4 kids, but she's gorgeous. And everyone thinks that she's his girlfriend, but she's the original gangster. Okay. And so like, I get to like read the energetics of these humans and their families and how they behave in their systems. And then I get to be in the hot seat on the live stream and we're talking about my mission and how we get to help people. And basically it has just been, let's go since then. So that is how I got brought into this, you guys. Like, I don't even know what else to say. Well, here's what I want to say. We are always being divinely guided. And this led me to that, which 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 led me to that person, which led me to that door opening, which led me to that retreat, which led me to this. I've always listened to my gut if it's a yes or a no. And with social goats, it's just been yes, yes, yes. And now that I'm in and I get to be one of the original creators and I have Chris and Mike and Ashley behind me. And now I get to bring it to you and I get to be behind you. And we get to grow the next YouTube together so we can raise the consciousness of the planet. And we get to have a ton of fucking fun while we do it. Like, I get to be fully myself on this platform. I'm going to dance. I'm going to sing. I'm going to coach. I'm going to cuss. I'm going to do everything that I do. And I'm just going to see for funsies where it goes. So, are you going to be one of my goats, I guess? Do you want to frolic in the infinite field of potentiality? If it feels like a yes in your system, my link, my affiliate link, join me now. You'll immediately get added to my WhatsApp private group. You'll immediately get added to my private Zoom coaching to win calls on Sunday night. Let's effing go. If you have questions, you want to know more, reach out to me on Instagram, send me private messages, send me DMs. I'll get to you when I can. I'm not going to push this down people's throats. If it's a yes for you, let's fucking go. If it's not, I love you. And I'm still going to create content for you on all the platforms. It's just going to be less on Instagram and Facebook eventually, but I'm still going to keep this podcast. I'm still going to do what I do. Hey, babe, if you made it to this part of the show, I am so freaking happy for you. That means that you are dead serious about healing, revealing, and rising. And just by showing up for yourself in this way, you are sending a beautiful message to yourself and to the universe that you matter, that you are ready for more. And so don't be surprised if things start to flow your way. I would so appreciate it if you would rate and review the podcast on Apple and Spotify. The more reviews that we have, the more that it gets into the heads and hearts of more high-achieving, high-performing working mamas. Also, we love to get your feedback, so share with us what's landing. You can either DM me on Instagram, I'm at Brooke Jean unPerfected, or you can share a clip that really landed and tag me in it. I want this to be the most extraordinary co-creation where we are in this together, seeing what is possible for women worldwide. Thank you so much for being here. Take care of yourselves and therefore each other.